Oh, there it goes. Look at that. He's almost wanting to pop himself out of there. There we go. I think he's already out. He's just catching on his plastic. There we go. Alright, so he's out now. Alright. Put it right away. Oh. Just don't want to. Alright, let's see what else is holding you back, buddy. Can you come out now? What's holding him back might be the interlock. See that right there I was telling you about? We have to wedge it in the same way, sort of. I think he just pops out from this guy here. See? See there? This one's probably sort of maybe broken or not locked properly. So hopefully when we put the new harness in there, it will lock properly. But I think we can probably... Let me see if I can... Don't want to force anything out. I want to make sure they're not tight in any other areas that we didn't foresee. There's one more down here, but we took it out already. Only thing I can think of, this guy needs to come out. And I believe we took him out too, right? Yeah, we took them all out. Oh, look, there's this one screw here. Door. They didn't see that guy. I missed him. And here we are trying to tug and pull. So let's go ahead and get that guy out. Man, we would tug and pull. We would have broke that screw and end up regretting some more stuff. One more right there. Trying to trace his footprints. Oh, there's a little bit of that roca fell. Look at this, the whole housing with the rubber boot, of course. We'll get it back together. All right, come on, I gotta walk you out, buddy. Oh well, he's out now. He's officially out. He's just shy. Come on, come on, come out. All right, we got him out. There we go. All right, so this guy, there we go. I think he's ready to pull out, but did I miss another one here? Look at this. What is with me? I'm skipping this guy on both sides. You did that? I missed both of them. Got one would be fair, but I missed all shots. Guess he's so in the way where he's hidden there. Didn't even see him. So I overlooked him. I went here, and forgot to look deep enough in this angle. All right, so we'll get that guy out as well. No wonder he didn't want to come out. It's really locked in there. So let me go on lefty loosey. He's out. There we go. And there we go. Add to our collection here. All right, it's in there now. Let's do this. So, see, this guy still doesn't want to come forward because I think he's locked with the ignition. He has to be some sort of angle or something. But anyway, purpose of, we did have to remove this, unfortunately, because we need to get this guy off if we're going to try. So let's try to get this guy off. Oh, is this wiring holding him back as well? We'll find out in just a second here. I think he's good to go. Alright, this guy's good to go. See, one of the Rokas fell on him. And the only thing holding him back is his wire harness here, which we'll be happy to remove in a second. But I just want to see what else this might be holding him back. Okay, just this guy here. This one's not that hard to twist. You just twist. So it was like right there. And you just twist. Shake it off. Lucky they put silicone in here either, huh? Okay, there we go. Kind of like teeter-totted. Same way with this one. I'm going over parts now. I gotta be careful. Oh, no. I need you to stay upright. Your cousin hasn't come off yet, or your brother. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Alright, so we got that there. You can see here the Roka or things here fell. So this one's probably in here, or actually here. No, we got them here. So we'll make sure next time we put them in their back. Alright, so we got this part done. Now see how much more of the cable access line that we need to clear. So I think it's just cut this main port here. And then this guy. Do not tell me I did all this just so I can easily get from here and cut this port myself from the other side here, this window. If I did all this so I could just could easily come over here and cut this guy out and rip them out, because I thought he was tied up so many areas here, right? But I don't see any other tied area other than the front one. Oh, that busts my chops. That's okay, because we're mainly trying to get the fork out. We have to come over here and cleanly get this guy anyway, so I have an excuse, I guess. But for mainly changing the brake cable next time, we could have just come over here, cut the tie strap, and then route him, take this guy off, maybe a few more connections here and there. That would have been it. That would have been the end of the story. We didn't have to rip our whole front apart. That's okay. Like I said again, we're planning to do a lot more in the front, so we might as well get started now. So yeah, we'll take this guy off. I think they do actually turn in a certain direction, and this will come off. So when we do, I don't know what we're going to do, is hold this jack up or what. We'll put in the center kickstand. I think it balances toward the left anyway. The center kickstand will give it the balance it needs to lean toward the back while this gets lifted. So we can insert our shock in there, our shock in there. So amazing, huh? We tore it down now. Now let's go ahead and cut the tie strap and see how we're going to make sure we release the whole brake line. You can see here on all the way to the end, there's no tie strap until it gets to a little bit further down, which is in this area here anyway, past this area. So we're good. So we'll take off that front panel as well. I'm going to put these guys safely for a while because they're going to be off for a while back in my room. And that's how I'm going to get started on that one. So in the meantime, let's get him out of the way. I don't want to crush these guys. Too many loose components everywhere here now. I was going to say these now sort of washers. Alright, so we got the front cover off. So, kind of give the visual where we're at. We got to take the cage cluster off anyway. So I don't think we did a bad thing. We had to take these guys off anyway. We couldn't. Almost want to take their little metal rods off, but for right now I think they're okay. We lose a few, we got spares, but we'll make sure we keep them now in case they fall off in the process of moving things around. And I'm sure they will. Probably want to put this guy back on, just keep him, have a place to stay on. So let me see if I can do that. Actually, no, just keep him off. Okay, let's go and get this brake line deal with now. We gotta take the givey off again. And I think the only way it's satisfied is to take this guy off for now too. And then I have to unlatch this lock here. I'll show you how to actually unlatch it. Excuse me. Do it right now. Put your shirt off. Okay, so what you do is just kind of pull. So I'm gonna come this way, you guys can see it. Just kind of pull this guy here. Get your finger in and pull. There you go. You gotta pull his clip, little clip part here, and then you have to unthread him from his little hook there. And that's gonna be the fun part. It comes out, but it's like an interlock sort of kind of thing. See that, right? Unfortunately, there's no way of, you know, getting him. I'm not sure if it's easier to unlatch him from this end, really. Let's see if I can do it, because I know this one here, you have to flex in. So I'll take my Phillips here, watch, I'll push it so you guys can see it. See that? I'm not sure it's easier to do this one, unlatch him, but I think it might be the same challenge really. Keep the cable on here. So I remember doing it this way, but I never really took it out this way. So let's see if I can do it this way this time. Keep the cable, this whole assembly with the lock here. Let's see if this works best. First of all, I need to see if I can get this guy off of here. See, I can't really squeeze him off here. This guy here doesn't push to the side or anything like that for me to do that. So more than likely, I'll still have to wiggle this guy off. So in order to do that one successfully, I might need the key to turn it first. Or just get him out of a little barrel there. He's almost coming loose anyway, so might have to play around with this guy. Plastic has interlock, this has interlock. Oh, it's a bunch of interlocks everywhere. Alright, so let's go and get him out. We'll need the keys probably to help us twist sort of cable for it to slack or not. Let's see. I think we have to jab, not jab it, but kind of help it as something to hold in place. Like this guy here. He'll hold the guy in place. So we probably want to hold these two things in here in place. Give it a little light squeeze, both of them. See, what I'm doing is just, there we go. Maybe close it a little bit more. Close up a little bit more. Oh no, that's widening it. Righty, tighty. Oh, righty, more close. There you go. Probably want to close them within this distance. What this does is just frees us from. Okay, so that's as far as it can go, and I don't want to damage it, so we can open it a little bit more now. Just kind of see where it's supposed to be at. Okay, this might work. I don't want to scrape my gas tank paint. There we go. So we clamped it down. We just clamped this guy down here. So you can see here is loose. So now we can hopefully unlatch it. So we can pull in and out, try to get more slack on this side. We just gotta get unlatched here. Unfortunately, this guy won't let us turn over, so we'll need the keys probably. So I'll get the keys. Let's see, the keys only allows me to turn forward, tightening him even more. I believe this guy is tight. Okay, this guy is pulling his most slack over to us. So now it's up to us to, so I can fiddle this around, get him off of one thing to another thing. So let me see here. See, he's coming off a little bit here. Now I just gotta get the hook off of him. There's a hook right there. So I'm gonna get the hook off of him. Once I get the hook off him, he should be good. Again, I'm using the key to spin around, sort of. There we go. Oh, almost there. See that? Free him. Almost like a throttle cable setup. Kind of walk him out a little bit. Walk it out. Walk it out. He's almost coming off, but see that? Okay, so what we'll need is a little hook. This is where these things are so useful. A little picket. Help us push areas that we can't get our finger muscle or even, you know, our fat fingers to go on. So what we're going to do is use a pick to push them out. So there we go. I'm going to use a pick to push like that right there. There we go. That's it. Done. And then this thing is like somewhat interlock kind of way. It has a little notch there, just like a Woodrow key would lock things in. So you can see here, it's not coming out until you get through that notch. See there? There's a little notch. So you don't want to rip it off. There we go. Look at that. It comes out like that. It's not that hard to change. Just a few mechanism here and there. And I guess this stays with it. I forgot. I thought it was going to come with it. See, there's a little notch there for it too as well. So everything has a little notch, including, you know, our plastic here has that notch. And that's how it goes in, and then it turns over to lock itself. There's a little notch here as well. See there? So when you put it in, kind of like walk it in, and then you line the notch. Well, first you get the first notch, right? It's a little spring. Then once that goes in, you line this notch, and then that's it. That's how it knows where to go. See that? You can't pull out until you get that spring notch out. Come on, there we go. There we go. See there? All right, so we get that there. We can release this now. There's no need to put more pressure on this guy's tension. And we need to do that because we need to free up that slack. We need to get the slack from this end. That's why. Ooh, stop it. Okay. All right, so that one's released. And what you can do is keep this here on this. See this how this goes? It just holds in place. This is how it rides. I think it might, well, we came from this way really, because once it goes in there, I believe it turns a certain direction. So yeah, this goes right here. There we go. It just locks in like this, and the plastic is in between here, of course. It creates that wedge to lock it. Not secure lock, but it's secure enough, you know, for something like light plastic. All right, so this here, we're gonna put that back in our holder here. So far so good. Everything's coming along smoothly. I believe this goes somewhere right here. Keep it there safely. I was trying to figure it out because it's been a year. I never really installed it back or remember taking it off. So it's pretty amazing that I always remember how to actually interlock. Kind of mechanics. Helps to be a little bit mechanically inclined, I guess. All right, so here we go. We got this guy done. And going to get things out of the way, sort of. Things can still be in there. We'll put it in there. Why not? We need a place to hold our stuff so we don't lose areas. Look at that fuel array fill, including our light bulbs here. Tempted to put him back in the socket here, but he's probably going to fall again anyway, so we might as well keep him safely. So we'll put him in here. Then we'll put things over. It'll stay on top. Let's put this little Roca here. Got a few of them. Make sure we won't miss any when we install it again. Little plastic part we can easily step on. Please make sure you move those out of the way quickly. But yeah, now we know next time. Cut that tie strap. If we ever need to pull that brake lever again, we're not going to go through this process. And then we can drag them out somehow. We'll make sure we'll wind them up in a way where he can easily, you know, come out without hitting things. I'm sure he will start a fight. Or worse can worse, really just cut him, like snap him here. That way he doesn't get hooked on his banjo bolt anymore when we drag him down. Drag him out and beat him. Okay. Alright, so now it's time. Well, we don't remove this. I believe, oh no, this does lock into this harder plastic, so we do need to remove that. Darn it, I had it all nicely tight too, where I wanted it. With the washer and everything else that comes with it. And this might be a good opportunity when we free this to actually fix our tail light as well. So multiple reasons why we need to take it off anyway, not just for changing the brake line, right? There we go, there's our washer. Let's go and put these guys in here. Now they're all the same, so it's not like we can't figure out what screws is going to be for what. It doesn't have to be the exact screw as long as they'd be the same type of screw. Okay, so the next we're going to do is we're going to remove our Hargitay case. So let's get that one rolling. Hargitay case has a way that this thing won't open unless you twist a certain way. Then it pops open like this, and then you can reach over like this, push this open. The reason why, I don't know if you can just push this and unlock it. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can. There you go. It's ready. So we didn't have to open this. There we go. Keep it closed. Actually, you know what? We can use this to store the most sensitive stuff. Didn't think about that, right? There we go. Look at that. This guy's still in here, right? Now we have to decide whether we want the struts on there. I almost think it's kind of dumb to put this rubber thing in there, knowing the fact that it might never incline enough where this thing will flex like this. Or maybe it will. Look, it's stretching already. See that? It won't even stretch enough. I do want to ride with it for a while, so I might just, you know, we'll keep it like that. We'll see. All right. Alright, so there we go. We got that covered up, sort of. Alright, so we're going to put the most sensitive stuff in there that we couldn't fit in there earlier. Like this guy right here. And we're going to take out his screws because just no need it. We're going to have to take him out anyway when we install him. Let's see if I can drive him out by hand. Guy's wedged in there. I'm going to crack him. Okay, let's put him where he must go. I think it's good that I'm capturing this on camera because I probably would slack off if I'm not on camera. So I'm required to keep recording for my own sake because I probably would not do it. So everything is actually, you know, it's harder than it really is when we make up our mind to do something. It's almost like 10 times harder in our mind than it really is to do it. And sometimes it's true. It's pretty damn hard to get out there in the stiff cold and work on things. I'm not denying that, but once you get out there and just do it, it'll work. There we go. I'll put him this way. Should I put him this way or give him a little bit lift from the other guy in case he decides to scrape the other guy? I think it's fine right here. What else can we put in there that are subject to fall and loose? These guys here. Alright, here, why don't we put this over? Yeah, this thing has a lot of storage space. I'll put this in here. I'll put it in here. Anything loose that might scrape, we'll make sure we'll put it away on the side or something. We'll take these off just to make sure they don't scrape. We'll put it on the other side of the pocket. This is our delivery bag, but works great for a cushion bag, huh? Let's see what else. We couldn't fit this whole thing. I wish we could. Plates here. They're not going to be used for a little bit. And the bulbs, right? Didn't we have the bulb somewhere? Oh, we have them here. He's fine. These guys are a little bit more harder winding. Put them here. Don't want to scrape aluminum. Make sure we look into this, all these spots. Okay, you got to remember, because I will forget. I'll put things safely, but then I cannot find it. All right, so now I think that's about it for now. I think he's ready to be closed up, moved out. All right, there we go. Once he's in, oh, don't forget we gotta remove this guy. Last time we just yanked it off. So there we go, our Hargitay case. It latches like right there. I know it's black on black. This one doesn't have the super glue, but it's still freaking tight, which is good. This one has a super glue. It ain't moving anywhere, it's hardened. We put it on top of the adhesive too, so that was pretty interesting to see if it actually will hold through the adhesive, the super glue. I think it did it. Put the wires neatly over. Okay, we're ready to close it. Need a little clamp here. Yeah. I'm not sure if I ever locked my keys in there, but I do have another spare one to give you 2 keys. Thank goodness. I don't know how else to get this all open it, but it did lock it. Did we loosen it already? Oh yeah, we did. Alright, we can carry this over. What I'm going to do is carry it over and just put it down for now. You guys can watch me lift. What it is you lift off of here like this, like an airplane takeoff, sort of. Alright, oh yeah, it's heavy. Put it in the ground for a second, please. Pretty nice though. I won't even close the handle yet. I think the keys are still in my pocket. Okay, next we're going to remove the Allen bolts, take this guy off. When we remove that, we'll get ready to twist this guy off as well. And then we'll be able to fix the lights and everything else. Actually, before we do that, let's take off all this locking mechanism here. So where's our trusty Phillips? This scooter must be a year in the making, to be honest with you. We haven't really changed too much of the plastic housing because we couldn't find it, but I guarantee you if I could find it, I would have changed it. I think we replaced almost 95% of the parts here already. Okay, we got one Phillips out of there. Got the other side too. And then we'll get our Allen. Get ready to take that guy off. I'll probably redo the, what do you call that? Okay, let's get the Allen. Alright, so we're going to get the Allen for this guy. I think he's an H4 or H5, I can't remember. Let me put this guy back here. Let's see if our oil has receded yet. We've been recording for about good 2 hours now. So let's see if he actually receded on his own yet, or else he's still on the top. We'll see if he's still trying to spurt out. He should be calmer now. There you go. He's all the way back in now. Look at that. And let's take a little bag, kind of give him a measurement, see where he's really at. Okay. Let's use this rag here. Sitting on the floor. Okay, let's see. Let's pull him out. See where the dipstick says. Right now it's false reading, of course, because remember he just threw up on us. So let me wipe him clean. You guys can see here the dipstick is clean. We're gonna go in for another dip, and we're gonna see where the heck he's. See this? Oh man, see this right here? Gotta get it all cleaned out from this area. That way it doesn't give us a false reading because it's rubbing right down the edge. Alright, it's all cleaned out, okay? This dipstick looks fairly dry. Okay, there's no glazing on it yet. Okay, let's dip them in. Well, when you dip a dipstick in, by the way, you don't actually turn the screw in. I only did that just to see if there's any last chance of oil at all in him, which I knew there would have been, at least some. So that's it. You just place it right there. Hold it for a couple seconds. Just let the oil stick. And you pull him out. Look at that. Now this is where he's really truly sitting at. He has none. Well, he does have some, but he's just so far freaking deep in there that we can't even see him. So, look at that. Nothing. Not even a little glaze on the tip until I screw him in. See that? That's why. This is false reading when you see an overflow of oil. Remember how much you had last time in there? So I'm going to twist them in. You know, I'll have some. You can see here, if I have to twist them in, he's going an inch further. So more than likely, we finally get a little bit of oil. That tells us more than likely it's probably around, probably between 300 or 400. You can finally see a little glaze here on this tip now. we go. Just a little bit of glaze. Maybe about a centimeter of glaze. But you had to be actually, what, almost a good inch before we even got to that glaze, so it's not accurate reading. Okay, so more than likely when we tap him, we'll make sure, this is normally where I know 750 is for me anyway. Your scooter might be a little slightly different, but he's past the XXX a little bit. And if you remember, he was just like almost, I guess you could say a centimeter past it, like right there. And that's 750 for me. So what we'll try to do next time is when we get him in there, we definitely don't want to go all the way over here, or even here. We probably want to just get him all the way over here again. So we'll re-tap him with some more motor oil, and we'll make sure he comes over there. In fact, we might even change this whole motor oil setup. Who knows? We'll see when we get there. I mean, we haven't even really driven him that much, but we started him here and there. So it's always good to change the motor oil if you can. I mean, you know, frequently is better than not. Or, you know, once in a while. So you can't go wrong with changing them frequently. I think with maybe because it's turning a little bit white, it has the condensation of mist of oil and water going in there. So that might be a little bit weird. Let's put this guy back in here. Okay, let's go and get the Allen here and dry this guy out. Or else we will be here for a while. We don't. Kind of loosen all his bottom parts first before I get this main part out. That way, because this part, I think, yeah, this kind of be, well, maybe we could, no we can't. It's interlock, it's kind of hard. This thing needs to come off. Yeah, we can't leave this in here. Alright, so I think I left my H5 somewhere, so we'll find out. It might not even be H5, it's probably H6. Or maybe it is H5 or H4. So let's find, I don't think it's H4. See, it's loosened already. Might be H6. Let's see. H6 is too big, so it is H5. And let's go find the H5 socket again that we pull out. It's right there. And we'll need the extension. There we go, always easier. Now I think we screwed, oh. Or we could take it out from here. See, we always, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got the last bolt and everything, and the brake line weaked out on me. But, all right, no more complaining about that brake line. Here we go. This is where we need to get the bolt out, so I need to probably cut this tie strap again. One more down. Just so I can, actually, you know what? Can he stay one piece together, or will he be a problem? Yeah, he'll be a problem. And we also have to use some plastic epoxy again to fix these little guys. So, I mean, maybe, I think maybe super glue will fix them, but I think let's try epoxy and see if it does any better. I mean, we did fix this guy with super glue, so there would be no reason why we can't fix the other one with super glue, right? All right, lefty loosey. Make sure it's going to the left. All right, I think this is loosened already. We can do it by hand. So it's doing its good job. All right, so I can do this by hand now. I'm surprised these are loose easily by hand. Maybe I didn't tighten down with blue Loctite because the fact that I knew that I was going to go and open them. All right, there we go. Look, I got them all in one piece, sort of. Nice. Okay, I'll put this down for a second. Get this other side here. Alright, got it. I wasn't sure it was black on black. Alright, so it's time to cut this tie strap out of the way. Let's bring our trusty cutter. This cutter is good, it's rusty, but it actually cuts better than the one that's fairly new. Go figure. We just need to take one side off, I believe, so we'll just take this one off here. There we go. Swings down. Let's get to our Allen. Actually, the purpose of taking him down is so we can get these guys, really, right? And are these guys held by something? Yeah, they're held by something, but I believe they're not so tight. You can actually hold it with your hand on the back and unscrew this guy. Well, he's tight with the screw, but I don't think he'll strip for us. So there another. Holy smoly! It's got a lot of mechanism. I don't think it really needs all this screw. I guess it does. Okay, I'm holding his little, what do you call that, little nut from behind here, so he doesn't spin freely while I'm driving with the Allen socket hex 5 here. Lefty loosey, baby. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he's letting me hold him. I'm gonna do the other one too. There we go. All right. Get this guy out of the way. You don't need it anymore. I'm gonna hold it. Yeah, these are pretty easy. There we go. See, I got his little nut from behind already. He's gonna come off. I'm not sure if I even put blue Loctite on these guys. I might have. I wasn't sure what I was gonna. There we go. Ta-da! One down. Alright, this one here, he has that lock washer. And I think we might tie. Okay, so I'll do with this one here just to make sure I don't lose his screw. Flip him around. Just use this guy here. Hold it by the license plate for a second. Just need to get it in somewhat. Well, one less nut to worry about. Or two. Two nuts. There we go. Alright, let's get this guy off the show. We might need to take him too because he's driven. Gotta remember that since they're driven to plastic, don't over tighten them. Okay, I think he might come off. Maybe. Let's see if this guy's spinning though. What a player hater. Look, he's spinning. The washers. Well, that's what he's supposed to do, grip it really well, right? So yeah, it's not his fault. So we're gonna get our little wrench socket here. I believe I had that socket for it, but since right now, where's that wrench? There we go, crescent wrench. I believe that might even be the size of it already. I last left it. Yeah, I did. I actually last left it here. So let's go ahead and open that guy up. And hold the crescent wrench. You guys can follow along here. This guy's a 1.5 foot, so there's no need to even use a chair almost. Be easier for you guys to see. Excuse me. All right, back to where we were. Gonna go and try to, let's see here. I'm gonna hold this guy here down with my crescent wrench. I think he's like a M5 because I don't have another socket driver, so I'll just hold with a crescent wrench, which works fine beautifully. All right, so we'll do that. We're gonna go ahead and drive him up. Let's see if I can get this tripod to cooperate with me, or just kind of stand him up. He has rubber feet, so it's kind of neat. There we go. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it if you really want. Alright, so there we go. Let's go ahead and drive him out. Again, only when the camera is recording is when I actually do work. So if it's not recording, you'll see me dose off. Alright, here we go. We're going to go with lefty loosey. Hold me accountable, right? Alright. So I think it's already almost all. I could probably pinch it with my finger now. Let's see if I can pinch it with my finger. Yeah, I can pinch it with my finger. I'm pinching with my finger the nylon nut here, which is fine. It's not spinning freely. Again, we're gonna take this off, and we're probably gonna use a proxy to fix that little crack area. I hate to say that word, but yeah. Oh yeah. Now what else is on here is that washer. You remember that washer there? So I'm gonna have to hold the washer now. There we go, I can hold the washer. The washer itself is like kind of threading itself in. This washer right here, you remember him? So we got him out. He's perfectly flat. I can push him all the way out now. There we go. This also has a washer too. So we'll keep the washer in there. You see this washer, you have to spin them in there. It doesn't just go freely. All right, so let's go and get the nylon. What I'm gonna do with this guy here. So we got the nylon here. Let's put the nylon back. And these guys here. That way we don't lose the nylon washers while on top of that guy. There we go. So there we go. Make sure we'll put these three amigos in our little safety bin there. Make sure they don't get lost in the mix. So this one right here, I was thinking of moving it a little bit because he looked like he's creating some problems for us. So I'll probably want to move him either outside the bump or forward inside the bump. Okay, but before we do that, let's go and get our Allen now. I think these guys are all ready to come apart anyway. So let's go and take our Allen bolts here. This one's probably H6 for sure. These guys are going to be the bigger drivers here. Okay. Let's go and put this guy in here for a second. Even a little plastic, I'm kind of careful. Don't want to ruin anything. Okay, so he's not going to take this size, that's for sure. But he will take this one. And they're pretty tight already, so we'll have to get this guy in here. Crack it open. We'll crack them open evenly. There we go, he's loose. This guy's loosey-goosey, third one now. See how much we have to take out. We'll fix our light switch there. See if I can get this third one completely loosened. It's got a long ways to go on this one. Okay, now it's spinning freely. Look at that. Let's take him out by finger. Try to capture all his washer with him at the same time. Didn't do it. It's all the way back there. We'll get it out from the other end. See if I can. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put this three amigos. We'll get them in the spot shortly. Right now, just leave them in there. We'll probably want to start taking these guys off of here. Okay, so speaking of taking them off, let's make sure we get these guys off. We're going to have to hold this guy from behind. I know this guy will hold it for us anyway, but he's going to want to flop the other way. We don't get it right. Do we need a wrench? No. We did a great job in painting this. I just hate to mess it up. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to use my trusty belly. Okay, what I'm doing is pushing forward. It looks like it's easier when you push it forward. These things are pretty loosened. Okay, so I'm going to do is try to grab the washer with it at the same time. There we go. Amazing enough, one finger trick. Same thing with this guy here. There we go. Both of these guys are on. Okay, now this is going to come forward, so I better be careful. Okay, let's do this now. And we might be even maybe electrical tape this a little bit more. Who knows? Because I think that wasn't enough. Well, also we need to replace that little strip bolt too. We're going to actually redo this. So I'll have to take that little strip bolt to the hardware store and find the right bolt for it. Unfortunately. See, what I'm afraid of is this. If it does ever crack, I'm going to lift this here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So if it does ever crack, or it doesn't support an upline, right? So it has like, so if it ever cracks on its own, you can see here it's free to lift itself up. I mean, it's literally free to lift itself up anywhere. So that's the problem with that setup. So this will give us a downforce support if it's not cracked, let's say. But if it's cracked, it's probably going to split in half anyway. So I don't even know if this is really going to do much for us other than helping us hold the weight. I'm sure it will do a little bit, you know, downforce, what have you. But I'm sure upforce, you know, it's free to lift up if it ever breaks open. And it's also free to swing back further down too if it ever breaks in half. But hopefully it's interlocking this guy. So that's what we're hoping on. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my shoulder. Turn it like this. That's why I found the best way to remove this. So I'm going to go and do that as soon as I get in a good position here. Let me do that. Let me get into a comfortable position. Okay, I'm going to turn this guy over onto my shoulder. Let it rest there while I position. Well, it's kind of now. I'm holding the camera, holding this guy on my shoulder. I got everything on me. All on me. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. Maybe I can put the camera somewhere where... Here, let me see if I can hold the camera at the same time as do this, huh? Be the most trickiest stunts I'll ever try. But he has enough rubber legs here, he can do all kinds of stuff with us. Alright, so there we go. What I'm going to do, now I got my hand free, move this guy over. So which one we want to drive him out? We can, well, I think we tightened this, didn't we? Yeah, probably wanted to loosen this guy back. Yep. So we'll probably take a little, I'm not sure what socket that was again, but we'll find out right now. So let me go and get the right socket. We've got to loosen this guy back out. Or is he driven back out like this? See that way? We just create ourselves a locking mechanism. So there we go. Let's go ahead and pull him forward. Let me go get the right socket for him. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just kind of hold this guy in place back with these guys. Sorry, gotta go back in for a second, guys. Probably could put one, it'd be fine. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe just two, just to make sure. Just never know. It's not that hard to take him off anyway. Okay, there we go. Let's go and find the right crescent wrench. Or not crescent wrench, but the open socket for him. He might be, I don't know if it's really 13. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. Holy smoke, I'm always wrong. He does seem a little bit more wider though. So he could be actually 12. So let's find a 12. There's our 12. Let's bring it over. Let's see if we can loosen this guy first. It's not really a 12. He actually is closer to a 13. Because definitely not a 14 because 13 worked. So yeah, I think we loosened him up by just even rolling him like this. Oh no, we didn't. So let's go and get that 13 back. And I think him being reverse thread perhaps, yeah. He's actually, well, he is actually counterclockwise. So reverse lefty-loosey still for this guy. There we go. Kind of just niched him a little bit. That was it. Could have done it with a pair of pliers. Okay, we got to bring him all the way to the very top. Same thing in this scenario. Put him in. Give it a little break point. Oh wait, is this the other way? Let me try. Whoa. It's kind of acting funny on me. The whole thing's wanting to twist with me. I don't want the whole thing to twist. I just want to back this guy upward. There we go. I think this is it. This guy came out no problem. There we go. Whew. Yeah, because you can actually take this and probably break this with this thing. Because it looked like it has enough leverage to do it if it wanted to. So I didn't want that to happen. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and take out our screw and put this guy on our shoulder again. Before I do that this time, let me go ahead and try to angle this in a way where I'm comfortable, you're comfortable. It's great to see it up close, but I think it'd be better just to have this station while we drive him out. There we go. You guys should be able to see this. For once, I'm actually using his leg and twisting him around. but he's doing a pretty good job. There we go. Put him on my shoulder just a second here. Let me go ahead and unloosen these guys. All I do is go from underneath. When you push forward, it's easy to loosen them by hand. It's not too much stress on the studs of the bolts. That's why they come off easy. Got one more to go. Modern Marble. I was watching that last night. Big factories, Coca-Cola and stuff. How Pepsi and Coca-Cola were. Coca-Cola had the opportunity to actually, take out their competition, Pepsi, but because Pepsi was in trouble because of the sugar ration or something like that, they didn't do it. But they didn't think that Pepsi had any kind of value to offer. Well, they just kept their competition alive. Now, I think Pepsi's just as large as Coca-Cola. In certain markets, they're probably larger. But I think Coca-Cola still has the majority of the world market total. But it's just interesting to see that Modern Marble, how the factories of Coca-Cola, the bottling is. It's like, wow, that's crazy. How much they can, I think they can produce, they said it was like somewhere in the 100,000s. Or maybe like about 7,500 at least per minute they can bottle. Then in a day they could probably make something like 1 million bottles of, that's how much people demand the products. It's crazy. Spun off so much they were able to buy other things like Columbia Pictures owned by Coca-Cola, as well as other, Pepsi owns a lot of junk food stuff like Frito-Lay's. Also own restaurants like A&W. I think is it A&W? I can't remember, but I know it's KFC they own as well. So just all from soft drinks, huh? Amazing. Once the company was in trouble, and it came back pretty strong to start buying out their competition restaurants so they can be profitable in the future, which is smart on their part. Okay, so we got this off now, so this guy's ready. I'm gonna put this guy back in here somewhat. See here, he fell off. He fell off. All right, so guy. So I don't want to cross thread them. You can easily cross thread these guys. So what I'm trying to do is just sort them back in. For right now, anyways. I know it's hard to put them in there because they're not have a position here. Can't see too by the angle too, so let's see if I can get this guy straightened. One thing after another. Okay, I believe he is righty-tighty. Going in. See that? He almost looks like he's about to cross thread. Don't cross thread on me, buddy. Don't be threading on me. Alright. See that? That's just cross threading right there. Crooked at its finest. I don't think it's going this way. See, this is backing it out. See, this is not. I'm gonna have to do it with two hands. One to hold this in alignment. The other one just to. See, there we go. Gotta keep on keeping on until I feel like he wants to get into the groove. We know he went in the groove, so he. See that's cross-threading him. It's not what we wanted. This is cross-threading. See, we don't want to eat any more of the thread initially here. We want it to go in and straighten himself up. See there? See a little piece of aluminum just kind of flickered. That's why I want to be careful with. It's not what I want. Not what I want for him, what I want for this guy. So let's do this again. Yeah, he has to come at a perfect balance. He's eating the groove a little bit. It's not what we want. Golly. Don't want to force him. Maybe it's the other way. Oh, I might be wrong. Maybe this is directional, but I don't think so, because look where we last left this guy. And look how this is shorter. Well, sort of short. It's midway still. So let's try this out. Look at this one. Went in like a charm. All right. If he likes this guy better, that's fine. Maybe this guy has a little bit difficult thread that we have to figure out. So let's not force something. What works best one way can still work best the other way. We'll still have to back it out though, but we're just going to drive this in all the way. Don't fall loosely and dink itself. Holy smoke, we got a lot of parts off now. I was just going back and seeing. We still have to get this guy off. For that, we got the head, the tail, the rear. We could have put this actually in our gibby, which I don't see any reason why we still can't do that now. So let's go and put this guy back in our gibby. Or we can leave him out here. He can probably take a little bit more harshness. Let me finish a little bit of my breakfast of champion. Little Debbie brownie with a little bit of bits of walnuts in there. Nice. There you go. Okay. Oh. The three amigos. We got the first light socket. We gotta get the other light socket. If I can get my hand in there, let's say. Probably need a tool to help spin it a little bit. Can't remember which way we spin it, clockwise or counterclockwise to unloosen it. But either way, I'll figure it out. See if I can get from the bottom easier. Nope, still the same tight squeeze. It looks like I take the bottom part here down, which there's no reason why I can't now. So let's take this bottom out. Shall we? Let's take this side bottom out. We don't need a chair for that. We just need to rough it out. You remember how this goes, right? It's like a little locking backward, sort of. There we go. Push it forward. There you go. Lock itself out. Walk it out. We'll have to do the other side as well. Same way. All right. Step away for a second. Go. Let's get it. I don't think nothing else should be tied. Oh, now I think, yeah, I think it's done. This is it. I think so. There's no more lock I could think of, right? This feels like it's locked in there, but it's not. There we go. Now this can come around here and scrape our muffler again, but it's plastic, not a big deal. Okay, so we got that guy in there. We had this guy's teeth in here as well, or had. We slipped him in at the last minute. See, I don't want to put that wire there. So this guy here, I'm gonna probably flex him. Or I can bring him in here, have him hidden. Well, no. Either way, he's gonna hit this guy right here. So we probably want to flex his little tip bit outside. So let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I can flex him without having to cut him off. Don't want to cut him off. We can use him to help hang a little bit, but we do want to flex him the other way. So let's see if I can pull him somewhat. This right here. Kind of flex him the other way. There There we go. Trying to push him through and keep him out. I pushed him in to hide him, but didn't do too well for us. See there? He's hidden. But I need to pull him out. Kind of get him a little bit more to the front surface. Or else he's blocking our bolt area. And that's not what we want. When he blocks the bolt area, we can't drive this guy in. He just won't let us. He's too bulky. What I'm going to do is push this guy through. There we go. There we go. Then we can turn him around. There we go. This is where we really want to be at. Alright, then he won't block the bolts, and he won't create a thickening back area here where we can't press against this guy. Because look at this guy right here. He's okay like that, but still, we don't want to put too much pressure on him. So that one looks good. He's connected there. Don't want to put too much strain on this little stress point of the wire area. Since we already clammed it down, I guess. Let me put a glove here or something. Help hold it in place. Or not a glove. Let me get proper. Where's all our micro cloth? Got plenty. Just gotta go grab it. There we go. These are great from Harbor Freight. They give it to you free sometimes. If you have like a special sale or something, you just go buy a few things and they give it to you. Like a free item. Nice, see there? Works. We'll get a green one. Put this over. We have a place for this guy to rest. I might even shove him a little bit more in there. I don't know. We'll just figure this one out. But we don't want him to... Trying to... One thing, not have him scrape, another thing, to keep him in place. Seems like the only way he's going to do is kind of hang a little bit. It's not getting too much tug, I don't think. There, this is probably lessen the blow on that. So there we go. We'll probably have to fix this one so you can see here. Cracked. Right there. Cracked. Or split into. I think since we don't have it wedged open like this, our probably best bet would probably to hit it with a little bit of super glue. Oh yeah, we'll hit it with a little super glue and maybe use tie strap for reinforcement. We'll put like a tie strap into it like this. So that might work there. First of all, we'll worry about that as soon as we fix this headlight as well. See, there it goes. So I'm thinking driving it with a screw. I don't think there's no way of taking it off. I mean, it doesn't come off, see? It's not like a two-piece or anything. See that? It's a one-piece housing. It just has a rubber boot, which we can clean a little bit better. This guy right here. We'll take him and give him a really good cleanup. So we'll do that, Sue. Leave him on for a second. Gotta fix all the other stuff here. We'll get that squared away. Unfortunately, that little plastic maker didn't do as good. It probably caused us to have more hemorrhage here on him. See there, that doesn't look too pretty at all. We might have to give him a little bit more slack in order to get it to... See there, look at that. So I'm thinking of split this open like a ponytail, come back together, tint the solder here so it'll stay with the screw and just screw it right in there. I think that might work. I think that might work because we can't really get our solder to solder that, unfortunately. It might be a cold solder if anything, and that's not a really secure joint. So I think the screw might be the most toughest position we have to get this guy working with his own housing anyway. But we'll try several different methods. But at the same time, let's worry about, can we pull this somewhat forward now, I guess, or maybe, or not. Oh, dummy, it's locked. I can't just keep pulling things. We've got this right here, side screw we start putting it in, remember? So let's go and get our Phillips again and continue on our journey. The journey never ends. Our never-ending journey. Alright, let's put these guys here. Lucky we have a little place for putting these screws, or else we'd be in trouble. We even haven't reinstalled our brake line yet. Just taking out the plastic. It's almost 2.5 hours. Yep, we knew we were going to get into this. So I kind of dragged my feet a little bit. There we go. We got to get this in there. There we go. Sort of go forward with the head. Or side a little bit. There we go, pulling him out. See there, kind of jerk him out a little bit. There's no excuse for this guy not to come out no more. And so here, so we got jerked out in the front already. Just want to see what the back's hold up. I like this rubber tripod because it doesn't look like it's putting stress on your metal. So it's not going to scrape anything. Alright, so what I'm going to do is have it situated here. Hopefully the tripod leg is not the one that's causing. I don't think it is though. Alright. I'm going to try my best to pull it. Just kind of watch those little socket there. Oh, there we go. It's not over the bump, that's probably why. Okay, there we go. Lift. Let's lift this guy yet. Is he ready? Now he's ready. Alright. There we go. I'm going to lift him off now. Woohoo! Yippee. Oh, forgot. I got to actually take out the bulbs like I said I would. I was about to lift up and yank the wires off these bulbs, make it even harder for myself. Alright, so if I lift up like this, I can actually almost get into the corner position. See these bulbs real quick here. See if I can just lay the tripod. Put him on the chair, but he'll need a little bit more height. But he'll stay. Alright, so I need to get underneath there. My finger probably twist, maybe counterclockwise. Your typical what, twisting style? Yeah. There we go. I can see him already. There we go. One out. One more to go. Same position. If that's counterclockwise, and this is counterclockwise to twist and release. All right. I think I get both fingers in there somewhat. I know. Both. Oh yeah. No. Pull by its wires just a little bit. You know I don't want to tug the wires, but sometimes I have no other choice. There we go. Wiggle them out. Nice. So they're both out now. Now I can lift, tilt it forward. One whole piece here. Very cool. So we got it out now. Oh yeah, the paint job still looks awesome. Check it out. Now we can actually troubleshoot the wires at the same time, get this little bolt out, take him to the hardware store, find out his actual, you know, madness to madness. And we could probably do a better, I don't know, we could do it better, but might be a couple more rounds, you think, of electrical tape? But I don't think so. I think it's fine. I mean, the other one was even worse. The cushion one, since it was like just cushion, no adhesive at all, only one-sided, it was just like sliding off like crazy. So if I do take this off, or not take it off, we'll just leave the duct tape as it is. It's probably tight as could be anyway. And besides, we wanted to be able to move it anyway, just in case for rotating purpose. So we're gonna go ahead and take this guy off, get him to the hardware store, and see if we can find him a replacement bolt. We have to. If not, we'll have to buy 2 of the same. Hopefully they go in the same, but their thread's different, or else I wouldn't use the ones that we have. Let's go and try to take them off. I believe he's 1/8, right? He is also a difficult one because he's the only one that made us buy the SE one because of his uniqueness. Too unique for our taste. Okay, let's go and get the socket to take him off. I know it's quite a bit of mess everywhere. I planned to have it like this way. I knew it was going to not be any other simpler way. Okay, what I'm going to do is going to make sure I get good pressure, because this is the last time he'll probably go in there. Or last time we're backing him out, because we're not putting him back in. There we go, got him. I wanted to make sure that he bites. Because if he didn't bite, I would be in trouble. Alright, so let me see if I can spin it by hand. I think I can. There we go. Let's get him out of there. His service, look at that, he even has plenty of blue Loctite. But he's just so stripped. Yep, we can't have that. He's a flower child now. This guy's okay. He's actually pretty okay. But for some reason you get a batch with the soft one sometimes, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about it. So we just gotta replace it, not put that sucker back in. Okay, so we're gonna think about fixing this guy, right? Should we try it now? Let's do it. No, we'll have to get our soldering iron and everything else, so we might